Hello again. I was just in the middle of prepping some pattern pieces, getting them ready to use, and I thought I would share how I prepare my pattern pieces for regular use so that they don't have to be wasted and only used one time. I know that there are some patterns that are available in acrylic, but they're not cheap. So this is the best way I found to be able to make patterns reusable. And this is perfect for beginners. Some people might even have a laminator laying around in their house that never gets used. So this is the perfect opportunity to use it. I've got some 3mm sheets of plastic here. You can also get them in 5mm, which I think I might actually order the next time since they're a little bit thicker. I am also using a 9-inch laminator. They do come larger, and you can use whatever you feel comfortable with. Super simple. Take your laminator sheet, stick the paper inside, and pop it in. And what this is going to do is make it just a little bit thicker so that it has sort of an upgrade to its durability. But not only that, it's a lot less likely to get damaged. And then once this goes through, I will actually show you how I store all of my patterns as well. I am currently using the Mabel pattern by Swoon. It is a free pattern, so I'm not worried about showing it on video. These patterns that I have stacked up over here are all patterns that I've purchased, so I don't want to use those. Okay, so what I do first and foremost is once I've laminated all of my sheets, I will cut them out. And you'll notice that on a lot of these you'll have a fold line, or there will be letters or numbers or some kind of indication that another piece should be jammed up next to that one. What I do in those cases is I will print a second copy of the pattern, and then laminate both sets, cut them out, and tape them together. I really kind of wish I would have had this one set up ahead of time. But like I said, I was in the middle of doing the other patterns that I plan to use. But I needed to redo my Mabel set anyways because I have been wearing it down. I'm sure some of you have actually seen some of the Mabels that I've posted in the Swoon Facebook group, as well as the beginner sewing and sewing for beginners. I think I also posted one in the Sew Whatever group, which seemed to be a pretty big hit. I did the pink plaid. I also did the pink with black polka dots one. And I've got a few others that I haven't shown yet. I've been a little busy, but I've also been a little bit lazy. And I'll post those as soon as I get around to them. Alright, so that's done. Go ahead and cut that off. And by the way, I'm using a tile that I use for crafting on polymer crayon so that the heat from this guy does not warp my cutting board. I have done that before, and it's not fun. You get this weird bubble up here. That's why I've got these weird marks. So anyways, I like using my rotary cutter. It's the easiest for me because scissors don't like me. somewhat small pattern here. So I'll just butt this up to the edge of the line. And cut. Also make sure that you've got your pattern printed out to the size that you want. If you want the regular size that the maple comes in, it's a 3-inch box that you want to make sure that your ruler measures 3 by 3. The ones that I've done have all been in the standard size. Just cut that. That. Do the other one. And I'm not worried about these having a tiny little white line on some of the edges, particularly the ones in the middle, because you can either trim them off or you're just going to tape them together anyways. So it won't really make a big difference. All right. Get these out of here. And then for the curves, sometimes I will use my rotary cutter, sometimes I'll use scissors. I think right now I'm going to use a rotary cutter. Some people do not find cutting with a rotary cutter to be very easy. And I will agree, it's not easy, but for me, it's easier than using scissors, because I have a tendency to cut extremely uneven lines when I use scissors. And then I cut a little more to even it out, and then a little more, and then I end up with a warped pattern, which is never good. Alright, so those are cut. Then I just take some transparent tape, stick it on the underside, flip the piece over, and line it up. You should be able to somewhat see through the pattern to see exactly where the lines are. And then press it down. And then I just make sure that I've got the whole seam completely covered. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm the only one using it, so it doesn't matter. I just want to make sure that it's completely solid. It's not going to catch on anything and get shredded apart. So the next thing I do is I will take my completed pattern piece, take a hole punch, and just pop a hole in it. Then I've got a whole bunch of these. These I got at Target in the shower curtain section. They're about, I don't know, $7 or $8 or so for a pack of 12. And you just hang your pieces on them. Just like that. And then what I will do, show you here, sorry. I'm so not good at using a camera. Is I hang my pieces up like that. So you go from paper to laminate to reusable patterns. Really, really easy. Kind of time consuming, but then again, when is pattern cutting not time consuming? All I know is that it saves you those extra steps for the next time you want to use your patterns. You just grab them off the hanger, pull them off the ring, and cut your fabric. Cuts down time quite a bit. Hopefully this will come in handy for you. Thanks for watching.